talking to some blokes. We're having some jokes, having a drink. I don't know what we're talking about or what my guests are gonna think. So put up your hands, it's OnlyBands. OnlyBands Podcast. Yeah. Alright, OnlyBands Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Third time's the charm. It's our third episode in a row. We almost have a schedule going.
Not really.
No. Okay.
No.
As usual, I'm your host, Quinton.
I'm Yosip.
I'm Jed.
And this is the OnlyBands Podcast, the only place you can see us or hear us naked. It's not true. We're all clothed, I swear.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Speaking of bullshit, tonight we have the chats.
G'day.
Eamon and Josh, welcome.
Yeah. Matt's not here, but me and Josh are.
2/3 of the chats.
Yeah.
Just the chat.
Yeah.
Taking some for the team, you know?
Better than being the Chad, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, doesn't that mean you're cool?
Depends who you talk to.
It means you think you're
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should change it to the Chads.
Yeah, the chat.
Oh, shit, no,
You
don't
have
do
to
that.
bleach your hair blonde and get really ripped and just have abs and no shirts on.
And
all the
no,
time.
No. I just gotta bleach my hair blonde.
That'll do. That'll work.
That'll work. And you have to wear nothing but polos.
Yeah,
Oh,
I already
yes.
did that.
Double layer polos, right? Like two collars popped up and just like always with your arms crossed and just giving him these ones.
Yeah.
And
I
you
just
have
did
to
a
be
head
quarterback on the football team.
That's it.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so unless you've been living under a rock, you'd know that the chats have just come off, sort of just come off, the first leg of their Suburban Excursion Tour.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question for the podcast tonight is, how did it feel compared to playing all the bigger shows you were sort of playing before COVID? And did you play any venues on it that you never expected to play again?
Yeah. This place in Gladstone, the Harvey Road Tavern, or
Yeah, the Harvey Road Tavern.
Harvey Road Tavern. Man, we played there at the start of 2018 sometime, and it was so fucked because, like, I reckon about 15 people were there, like, at this, you know, sort of pub. It was sort of a big room, and there's just, like, sort of no one really there. And then even after the gig, I don't know, it was just a fucking weird show. And then we played there last month, nearly like a full month ago now, and it went off. Like, heaps of people there.
That's it.
Yeah, so it was cool. I think maybe those 15 people told like maybe 5 friends each, and then
I mean, word of mouth
town
is
was
still the
there.
most like recreational marketing there is, right?
Sell that show.
yeah, it was. I was blown away because it was like the stage was in the same spot, and I was having these flashbacks. Like, wow, there's actually like, you know, people here now. So that was a big one. We also played the Villa in Noosa, which I thought we'd probably never play again because they don't really like us there.
Why not?
Or because I was really drunk there once and
Yeah, it's different.
On stage or off stage?
off and on. It was a problem when I was off.
Got a reputation.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something going on. Our hotel room was really dirty because we were throwing peanuts around, and then they said they'd never have us back, but we went back.
Yeah. Oh, it's sort of like Soul Bar.
Yeah, a lot like so. It's a running theme, these Sunshine Coast venues.
What's the next venue you want to get banned from?
I don't want to get banned from any more venues. I'm done being banned.
Is that like hard on your chest sort of stuff?
No. No, I don't know. I don't know. When you're like 18, you
It's
look
pretty
at
annoying
things.
when you're a young band and you want to play in your own town to your mates and no one will even blink and everyone's on your case already, and then you'll do the slightest of things. Meanwhile, them and all their mates are probably getting away with a lot more. Yeah. You know, and just picking on the kids, you know. It's like
We didn't do anything bad. We were just really pissed and fucking made a mess, you know.
Yeah. It's like, you know.
But yeah,
It's a venue, right? That happens on a
It's
Friday
a lot
anyway.
harmless compared to, you know, other things.
But yeah, we ended up back there. We went to the Wilsonton Hotel in Toowoomba, and we got a bit of a story for you about the Wilsonton Hotel.
Go on,
Yeah.
give us the tea, please.
Yeah.
So we're loading in all the amps and stuff.
Meanwhile, the night before was at the Villa, and we had a massive night because it was like the first show I played with the Chats as well too. That was like sort of like the homecoming show. And so we had a massive night, and there was this guy that was doing the PA and driving it around.
Yeah.
And
Let's call him. What are we going to call him?
Dave.
Let's call him Dave.
Yeah.
And so Dave's driving around with this PA in his truck. It's it's a homemade PA. It's called the OM3000.
Love it. I love it.
The old mate 3000.
Oh,
The heads of the PA he made himself, he reckons.
Yeah.
So it's very
Yeah, so it's a homemade PA. He's getting it around, and he's got these big cases. They're pretty heavy. And Toowoomba's like the last show with this little leg until the next week, and he's like, all right, I'm going to get one of my mates to come help me load all this stuff in. His mate rocks up to, start helping him load in. And he's like, at one point, he's just leaning up against one of the cases, sort of sweating a little bit. I was like, oh, mate, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm sweet. So I pissed off for a bit, and I came back, and there was like an ambulance there because he'd had a heart attack.
And we were sitting there, like loading in still. I was drinking a beer. And
I know.
But this poor bloke.
But the thing is, I thought I'd killed this cunt because I just left him alone.
How anxious did you get?
Oh, pretty. I was already probably on about a 5 or something. I probably went up to about 7 or 8. I was wickedly hungover, and I was like, "Mate, you all right? Like, you look worse than I do." He's like, "Yeah, I'm sweet. I'm sweet." I was like, "All right, cool. My mind's at ease. Come back. He's fucking dead because of me." But he's all right. He's all right. He didn't die.
So he was just dead.
He's dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. Dave's mate. Sorry.
That's the thing with Dave as well too. He finally got someone to help him, and the poor bloke, he had no one working with him, and he was hired by the venue to do it, and he'd be up until 3 o'clock in the morning doing the PA by himself because he finally got someone to work for him, and they had a heart attack. So wow. It was just a really just like a chain of events for him.
He fucking broke down on the way to one of the venues, and it was just like nothing is going right for this bloke. This is really.
Felt really sorry for him. The van.
Was he a good bloke though?
He's a great bloke.
Yeah, he's a great bloke.
Shout out to Dave.
Okay, so
I felt really bad for him, mate. And especially just the heart attack that just tops the Toowoomba show. It was just like it was.
Well, that's obviously the worst thing that happened.
Yeah.
Well, what was the best thing that happened on the tour?
Is there more to this story?
No, that's it. Really.
Well, that was the worst thing that happened. What was the best thing that happened?
The best thing.
I reckon the Noosa show was really good. I came off stage and I was like, I reckon that was sick. And our parents were there and stuff, so it was, our parents don't come much.
Yeah, is that your parents in the Dine and Dash music video as well?
My dad's in that video.
Okay, yeah.
My dad.
So I thought it was.
Yeah.
how do the parents feel about the chats?
They're pretty
like
on board with it. I remember in school when we first started, Mum was like, this is a bit shit. and
actually the words?
Along those lines. And I was like,
A mother's way of telling you you're not that good.
And I'm
Did she
like,
say that
Mum,
before or after she stole your smokes?
that's all a fabrication. But yeah, now she's like, that's pretty cool. But it's just at the time when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, this is sick. And, my parents don't know anything, but I don't know. They're into it now. Like they come to shows and they're.
When did you guys start playing?
Oh, I want to say playing properly 2018, but we started playing parties and shit 2016.
Yeah,
I was thinking more how old were you guys when you started actually playing?
Oh,
but that's interesting as well because I can segment.
in a band.
Let's go instruments and then the band or a band if this wasn't your first.
Yeah.
I'm a little unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I started playing guitar when I was 10.
Yeah, I was about the same as well.
Yeah, and the Chats was my first band, and I was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first band was my band that's still going now that Eamon actually is just joined called The Unknowns.
Yeah, it's a big incestuous
I'd say I know
hellhole.
them.
Yeah. I reckon we probably got that it's more than what people probably listen to our songs. Tell them that your band's called that.
That's the genius in the name. Right there.
I actually saw you play back at Banter in the Garage back in somewhere in Dutton Park in 2017.
And an inaugura to it, the rugby club?
I saw Rage
Funnily
Against as well.
enough, I was there as well, and I didn't know Quinton then.
Yeah, wow.
I know.
Yeah, like
There you go.
the 25 people that were there.
Yeah.
And it was us two and didn't know each other.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was Jed there until he mentioned it literally on the car ride over here. So yeah,
Wow.
it really is a small world.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was not.
You were not.
I've got a photo of me dabbing in front of the mystery machine that was parked out the front.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I drove Eamon to the Rage of the Rooster.
Yeah, Josh was there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Josh drove me home too.
I was like, I'll come because I needed to pick up some money for the venue, the lefties that we down nose used to play at. So I made a trip out of it. I was like, I'll drive you down, and they played, and Eamon took some sort of magic something, and all the way home he was like, his girlfriend Macy, I remember he's trying to like keep his head up.
No, it was all
Kept
right.
falling asleep or something. Like,
We went out that night, didn't we?
yeah, we went
You
to
also got $600 worth of merch stolen, I remember.
That's right. Everyone, yeah, fucking, yeah. But we had someone made a GoFundMe for us, and
Yeah.
we made it all back.
Oh, sweet.
Someone
amazing.
only reminded me of that like a week ago. I'd forgotten about it for years.
Yeah, well, there's a big bunch of the bootleg Marlboro Chats merch still floating around there somewhere.
But yeah, that's a high commodity
Yeah,
now.
I think I've always wanted to ask how close, like, did they actually send you a cease and desist over that? Or?
Yeah. We got this email and it was like they'd screenshotted every fucking possible photo of that t-shirt that was available online.
yeah.
So like every Instagram photo that we'd posted that had that t-shirt and like all these Bandcamp links and stuff. That's why we had to change the cover art of that fucking EP, because it used to be that Marlboro logo, but then they got wind of it and they were like, you've got 7 days to do all this shit or we're going to come after you. And at the time, you know, we had absolutely no money.
That's incredible. We're gonna have them.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's the thing. Like, if you had no money, how could they sue you?
It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So,
It's even nothing.
I'm suing you for everything you make for the next 10 years.
yeah, but that was kind of the scary thing too,
Yeah.
is it was like, what, are we all going to have to like fork out our own money for this fucking stupid lawsuit? Yeah. But I don't know, like,
I'll
I mean,
give you
like-
some more. I was just wanting to show you because I did a logo with like a Ziggy thing.
Yeah.
And people have been telling me I should probably get rid of it, but I'm like, well, it's kind of cut out. It's not entirely it.
can't see the whole name,
It just
though.
says field.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
probably
No, that's
loser
fine.
fields, you know?
Exactly.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
who gives a fuck?
My idea was it's a bud punching out a pack of ciggies.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah. Replace one with the other.
Yeah, if anybody says anything, just say it says Binfield. What?
Yeah, exactly.
It's because they're shit.
Yeah. So I was about to ask before. I was amazed you didn't end up writing a song about that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, is that
Too late-
something
too
you
late
aim to do
now.
for the too late now? You're not
Yeah,
going to dig up
never
old
too late.
bones on the next
Because-
album?
Yeah.
Is that just marketing for them though? Like that would be free marketing for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I don't know. We'd probably seen someone else do that. Honestly,
Oh,
I don't
Generates
think-
have
I don't-
done it. Grindhouse have done it.
Yeah, they did it after.
Yeah.
So they did it after.
I know when they like everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we were the first band.
Yeah, like most, you know, like a band I used to manage, Whiskey Grin, they ripped off the Jack Daniels logo, like a million other bands, and I don't think Jack Daniels have ever gotten up at a band, you know, just for sort of, you know.
Well, yeah,
ripping
because
off
it's
the
so
logo.
heavily
Yeah, fine.
parodied. It's
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Yeah, it's like that's just free marketing for
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
totally.
But also, they'll probably never even hear about Whiskey Grin. But they've broken up now.
Yeah, true enough.
I'm
I'm gonna email them tonight.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah. So another question I've always wanted to ask you.
Got one before you.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
I have just one really important question.
Yeah.
When is Smoko?
I think it's like
10 a.m.
10
man.
a.m. Yeah.
I've never had a job, so like
Yeah.
a traditional job like that.
10 a.m. in the morning.
10.
Head down to the
Okay.
Carvery.
Head down to the Carvery. So what do you do on Smoko? Like, what's the moves? Tell me.
You park up. Yeah, fucking sorry. You park up. You
Yeah.
know?
Carpool there. With
Do you just kind of love Smoko so much because it reminds you of the tuck shop?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
really what it is?
Yeah, they should introduce some
Pretty
sort
nice.
of restaurant like that where you put your coins into a brown paper bag and run it up.
Yeah.
You probably do that with a smoker.
You kind of have that in Amsterdam. We're talking about Amsterdam earlier. Did you ever go to the place where you can put coins in and get burgers out of a slot machine?
No, that sounds foul.
No. They cook them fresh, but they put them in slot machines, so you never deal with like a person there. It's like a set menu.
Well,
you can
it's
get
a
like
vending machine with somebody in the machine.
Yeah, and this was
but
before coronavirus.
It's a building. You actually step in. It's a restaurant. But the restaurant is you put your money in, and then you take like, I want some potato tots. I want a burger. And you're taking it from like a glass thing that they're putting in from behind. It's weird.
That'd be the best way to buy weed once it's legal.
It would be good. There are weed machines in the States, like vending machines. They exist.
Well, they just pop out a nug.
Yeah, no, they pop out like a bag.
Oh, yeah.
Like you'll get like, maybe your 50 or 3.5 or whatever, and it's just like puts. But they're normally like in a building.
See, when we went to the States, we were 20.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to. We didn't get
I
to
was actually
see
going to
any.
ask you. You couldn't drink or have.
Well, most venues we played, they were, gave a bit of a blind eye to the drink. A couple of them were like, you can't be in here.
But then, did
until
they
you
mark
play.
your hand with like a big a black X to show that you weren't allowed service?
Couple of places did,
Oh, that's
we
rough.
were bloody minor threatening around. Yeah, but I was, I'm excited to actually see the weed store because we had plenty of nice weed over there, but we didn't get to go have the whole experience.
You didn't get to walk into the Apple store.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer playing the bigger like stadium shows and festivals and stuff like that, or do you like the smaller intimate venues where you can actually sort of see your fans and really get involved?
Small is funner.
I love the pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, small is
Yeah.
easier to get into it more rather than I don't know, like the
You don't have
stadiums.
15 security guards standing in front of you between the crowd.
There's not like fucking
Everyone's
2
there
meters
for
in
one
between
reason,
you and the
yeah.
crowd, whereas like the pubs they're like right there, and you can
Yeah.
actually like see their faces and like they're. They can pretty much feel the sweat coming off you. They can probably feel my spit on them.
How was playing the back room Sheldon's Corner Hotel just around the corner for years?
That was pretty
Amazing.
cool. That was awesome. I got to walk home after that, so I was stoked.
Stumble home.
Yeah,
Stumble
I
home.
was staggered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where
that
are you
was
boys?
I'm down the road. Like.
I'm in Toowong, but we also played Indro, so I was loving it.
Yeah, we played it.
2 stops on the train, mate.
That's fucking
Unity.
sick.
Yeah.
A question I've always wanted to ask Eamon is like, I don't know, how do you get like all the inspiration for your songs? Because it's just like the most like sometimes those everyday sort of stuff. What makes the topic of the song like Ross River sort of like leap out to you?
Well, since you used the example of Ross River, our mate Tristan, shout out to Tristan, had Ross River, and we were like, we're going to write a song about that. So it's just everyday life sort of things like, and just just things that I don't know, like even just conversations that you have with people, and I'm always like, oh, you could make a fucking song out of that. Like,
And you're like,
Situation.
but yeah, just
Number
whatever,
plate.
just shit that you see, yeah.
I watched an interview the other day where you were saying that when you write your music, it's mostly just kind of like bullshit you come up with or something that happens, and you just kind of like most of it's made up in a sense. Have you got any songs that are like completely directly related to a situation that's happened to you?
Kick the grubs out.
Yeah, that one. Fucking. I reckon there's a couple on the new record.
Yeah, I think there's plenty.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think of like what songs I've actually written. Yeah, that temperature. I wrote that.
About getting the flu.
No, I had a lung infection.
Oh, that's
worse. It was much worse.
I remember his mum called him. He was in my house and was smoking a bong before I was in there.
Yeah, she was
He's
like,
like,
"You got."
apparently when lung infection is just stoned acid. He's just like,
Yeah, I was like,
that paranoid. Like,
I was like, fuck, I better go home. I better rest up or something. But yeah, that was a pretty true story on that. I guess pub feed is sort of a true story because that's
It's an everybody story.
All right,
a real feeling.
on that note, honestly, how do you like your steak?
I go medium rare.
Why did you say medium well in the song?
Because in the song, in a pub, you'll order a fucking steak and it'll come out like well done. It tastes like a fucking rubber tire.
Yeah, the
I feel like it fits better. So.
yeah, the
So
cook's
it's
gone
when
off
you
the
put it-
smoke.
Also, I think I tried medium rare and it just didn't sound that good. And medium. I don't know.
Medium well just rhyme better. I remember
Yeah.
you telling me that once.
I think it might have rhymed better. I think maybe I just fucking got mixed up or something. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the story that it's because of the pub's fault. It's not
We'll
my
go with
fault.
that. It's all the pub's fault.
Yeah.
Let's get a tier listing.
All right, let's go.
Right? Like, we need an official OnlyBands pub feed tier listing. We'll turn it into a meme
Yeah.
or a contest. Let's turn it into the contest.
Wait, what are we doing? Like what? Rating pubs?
We're going to rate... No, not pubs. Meals.
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 What are the meals that you're going to rank off? Like, what wins? T-bone,
I mean, fuck off.
palmy.
Palmy's first.
Well, I think-
always.
yeah.
Because it's consistently good no matter where you go.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah, you can't have a
Yeah.
shit one. You can have a shit steak though.
But I feel like
Yeah.
it always depends on the pub, though. You
Like,
know?
you can't go wrong with a palmy.
Who's making it?
But in terms of like an overall, you know, if you summed up all of it and averaged it out,
Yeah.
what hits and what misses?
Oh, salad.
that definitely misses.
I'm a sucker for just a good eye fillet that's just perfectly, like, just under medium rare.
Yeah.
With, like, a nice creamy potato mash or something, you know, and, like, a mushroom sauce. It's actually Diane sauce.
A Diane is the move.
Yeah, I love Diane.
Diane's my move.
Mushroom or
And
pepper?
greens.
Mushroom.
Mushroom over pepper, but Diane over everything.
Pepper in the mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
It's like gravyception.
Now the question is it a topper or not a topper?
I'm
do you
into
mean?
the
Like,
top
Doesn't
one.
matter.
Yeah, are we getting some garlic prawns?
Oh,
I love it.
I'm a fan.
I usually don't. 'Cause I'm a cheap asshole.
I like focusing on the one flavor, and I'm cheap too.
But calamari.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
that is a severely underrated pub meal, the calamari, and
No, on topper as a topper.
oh yeah. But also the fish and chips, because you know sometimes when you're planning a massive night of drinking, you want to just have something light, something that's not going to swish around in your guts all night. Something a bit, you know.
Do we have a song about fish and chips? Probably should.
Oh,
Do we have a
you
song
pretty
about
much
fish and
just-
chips coming?
what, we look a bit English to you.
That was my next question. Is like, is there something you haven't written a song about yet? That you're like, oh shit, I should write a song about that. Or is there something you've written a song about that you're like, yeah, let's pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, fucking. Well, I'm thinking fish and chips now.
Yeah, I think
I reckon I could probably fucking. I was having a Dagwood dog a few months ago, and I was like, I feel like it's a bit too on the nose to just do an entire song about a Dagwood dog.
What
Write
about
about the echo.
Can we get an improvised Dagwood Dog song right now?
No. This is my exact dilemma right here.
Yeah.
But I was thinking if you could do some sort of song about walking the dog, and it's about walking around eating a Dagwood dog.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
This man is a genius.
Right. So there's certain layers to this.
It's like an onion.
There's already a walking the dog though.
Yeah.
But you're
we'll
obviously-
rip it off and we'll change it.
Walking the dog
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
get a Dagwood dog.
Yeah.
At the echo.
Walking the
You fucking dog.
walking the parentheses Dagwood dog. All right. Well,
I'd love to hear you fucking dog in a song. I need to hear that.
you fucking dog cunt.
Yeah.
Or one up you.
It sounds like a. Do you guys listen to heavy music? Have you listened to Dead Kelly?
Dead Kelly. I know Dead Kelly. Yeah.
Dead Kelly. That sounds like something that would be in there. You fucking dog cunt. Dun, 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 dun.
You wouldn't hear it in something that's not screamo or heavy.
You could.
I mean, you could, but you don't often.
I'm looking.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe if you
What
did
rhymes
it in
with
French. Yeah, it could work nicely.
Are we working on a chat song that's going to be like, have writing credits to OnlyBands?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you've just anyone who's listening to this has just listened to the chat songwriting process.
No.
All right, I think it's time that we get into a round of Cards Against Humanity.
All right.
All right, as usual, Jed shall start.
Yeah, all right, let's go. I'm sorry, sir, but I couldn't complete my homework because of blank. I'm sorry, sir, but I couldn't complete my homework because of Americanization.
Yeah. Well, that is a fucking American thing. Homework.
It is. I'm sorry, sir, but I couldn't complete my homework because of frolicking.
Yep, that was all.
That's a good one.
I mean, you're not supposed to tell us it's you.
Oh,
until
yeah.
after the round.
Yeah, you ruined the surprise.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
No.
Good one, Josh.
Just edit it out.
Nah, keep it.
I'm sorry, sir, but I couldn't complete my homework because of big day out. Fuck yeah, that'll do
That
it.
would be a pretty valid
Luke Autumn
reason.
didn't do his homework.
You just did it again. Sorry.
I was gonna say that. I'm sorry, sir, but I couldn't complete my homework because of cute boys. Oof. Big day out. Yeah, that one. Yep. There you go.
Amen. 1 point for Eamon, everyone.
Congratulations.
I mean, look. No offense, guys, but so far this is only the third episode. But so far, every time the artist has always won. So we're kind of at you this time. We want to fucking win.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
I understand.
I mean,
you're
yeah,
the host.
Cement.
Don't
The
you
cement is
two
what we
cheat.
did cut out. We did cut out around because of. just
I don't
being
take
like-
losing well.
Yeah, I've been in it. Don't worry. I understand. I understand that.
This one says, "Why are you a cunt?" But it looks like you've put a little sticker on top of that, and it says, "Blank got into a Twitter war with blank."
Oh, because we're going to give you two.
Yeah, so
So you
you're
read
gonna-
the
So
bottom
it's got
one.
2 blanks. It's 2 white
So
cards.
the bottom one will be the first blank.
Yeah.
And that first blank is blank got into a Twitter fight with second blank. And second blank is to be the card on top of the first blank. All right, we got one submission here from Josh Hardy. You need 2 cards for that, brother. Yeah. So blank got into a Twitter war with who? Taking a man's eyes and balls out and putting his eyes where his balls go, and then his eyes in the eye holes. His balls in the eye holes. Got into a Twitter war with Julia Stone.
Oh shit.
Keith Urban got in a Twitter war with Slim Dusty. That is a fucking good one because I can see that happening. Cody Simpson got into a Twitter war with bitches. Plural. Parkway Drive got into a Twitter war with Justin Bieber.
Can I just quickly say, does Cody Simpson actually get bitches?
Yeah, he was on Australia's Got Talent. Wasn't he? He was on the
I honestly don't remember.
No, he was. That's how he got his fame.
Well,
Australia's
yeah.
Got Talent.
He
So
must have
yeah,
fucking bitches
obviously.
then.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Keith Urban and Slim Dusty. Ooh. Yeah.
Easy.
That was a good one,
That
yeah.
one.
Y'all ready to get this thing started? I'm Nick Cannon, and this is America's Got.
Talent. And this is Cody Simpson.
You're ready to get this thing started? I'm Nick Cannon, and this is America's Got a bleached asshole. Y'all ready to get this thing started? I'm Nick Cannon, and this is Americans Got erectile dysfunction.
Again, wrong.
Yeah, very true.
Bro,
How do you think Pfizer has gotten so big?
It's true.
yeah.
Yeah, because their balls are too big.
Yeah, exactly. You're ready to get this thing started? I'm Nick Cannon, and this is America's Got kamikaze pilots. Very nice. Look at that's cozy. Yeah, that's what. You're ready to get this thing started? I'm Nick Cannon, and this is America's Got Nick Webster. Nicky Webster.
They fucking wish they had
I'll have to go to Nicky Webster.
Nicky Webster.
It was
Yeah,
Nicky
yeah.
Webster.
That's
Yeah.
fucking good. Look at stuff, man. That's
Thank you very much.
All right, my turn. Blank farted into a mic while plugging in their guitar. Frenzel Rom farted into a mic while plugging in their guitar. Yeah, that sounds
I think
like
I've
a
actually
Frenzel
seen
Rom
them
gig.
do that.
Yeah. Angus Stone farted into a mic while plugging in their guitar.
No, he was just singing.
That ass farted into a mic while plugging in their guitar. Yeah, well, I think
sense.
so. Jimmy Barnes farted into a mic while plugging into their guitar.
He's an old guy. Leave Jimmy Barnes alone. He can't help it.
I love Jimmy Barnes.
I'll
treasure.
have to go with Angus Stone.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was
Joseph.
Why do I hurt all over? Why do I hurt all over? The Wiggles.
Yeah.
That new yellow Wiggle though.
Yeah, she knows. She's sure.
Is it one of the girls? So they got a few girls now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it's 8 Wiggles now. They just got 4
yeah,
new
they
ones.
did get some.
So
Yeah.
there's 2 of each color, and there's 8 of them now.
They should have made
That's
new colours.
fucking
Yeah,
so
that's
crazy.
I know.
You know, because
That's way
I
too confusing.
Yeah.
I remember as a child having a Wiggles VHS tape, and Anthony was the green Wiggle back then.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
He had not changed to blue yet.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
See, I'm 25 and I don't remember that. I grew up on the Wiggles.
Well, I reckon I
Green
had an old
Wiggle.
one, but he was the green Wiggle before
That's
he
where
was
he
the blue
was.
one.
Jeff,
No,
the Wiggles was
it's
my
some
real
green.
dad.
It's some green on.
Oh, so actually,
That's
you know
fine.
what? Have you guys ever thought about trying to hit up Murray Wiggle for a bit of a collab or anything like that? Like,
Oh,
DZ
I've
Death
spoken-
Rays did it.
I've spoken
I saw
to him,
him
yeah.
play.
Because he loves getting involved.
Well, that's the thing. There's a DZ Death Rays have already done it, but we're getting away from the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a video of fucking Anthony Wiggle singing Pub Feed the other day.
Maybe you should get Jeff and
Yeah,
just have him like
Wiggles,
And
sleeping at the
Jeff was
side.
there too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Jeff is my real dad.
Yeah. You wish.
That would be good.
Sorry.
That'd be like being like the son of music royalty. Like
Yeah, I know. Instead, I'm
Bro.
stuck with my regular old man.
Does he always sleep?
Huh?
Is he always asleep?
Oh no, he's like me. He's like always awake.
Does he smoke as much weed as you do?
Oh, he doesn't know what weed is. Man. He's a Chinese immigrant. What do you expect?
Why do I hurt all over? First we had the Wiggles. Why do I hurt all over? DMAs.
Yeah.
They wouldn't hurt you. They're fucking beautiful, man.
No, because you listen to them and you're crying.
Actually, no, you've got a fucking solid point there.
Why do I
hurts the
hurt all
most.
over? Penis envy.
Yep. Relatable.
Why do I hurt all over?
Yeah.
Scott Green.
I thought that was supposed to
I thought that was meant to be a painkiller.
So did I. Someone doesn't understand what cannabis is in this room, and it's not anyone I know.
It wasn't me.
Well,
Hey, we'll find out at the end of this
Does
round.
someone here think Scott Green is a
Stay
person?
I mean, Junior obviously. They still don't know who the fuck he is.
There's actually a Scott Green. He's a real estate agent somewhere up in Cairns, apparently, and he gets fucking hounded over it.
There would have to be a few of them.
he
Yeah.
would have to like play to that marketing, be like, Scott Green's got ya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but did you have fans have the money to even
And it'd
rent?
be like, if you don't Scott Green, you're not Scott Green.
Yeah, if you don't Scott Green, your lawn won't be green, mate.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to the Wiggles.
Yo. Thank you very much. All right.
It's a tough game, boys.
Again.
So my question is,
Yeah.
what's your favorite venue? And my other one is, have you ever ridden that tricycle to a venue?
So technically, yeah. It's because I'm going to answer the second question, that fucking 3-wheeled bike, we filmed that video at the Barwon Club in Geelong,
Yeah.
which is definitely a contender for my favourite venue because I fucking love that pub. It's amazing. But we rode that in the video, we rode it up to the fucking door. So technically we have, but, you know, that was a bike that we rented. That's not that's not like a tour
So it's not
vehicle.
sitting at one of your houses at the moment,
No.
just waiting to be ridden again.
No.
You know, once coronavirus is over.
It was like $1,000 to hire that bike.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was like the only one in Victoria.
Jeez.
Wow.
So did
Yeah.
like the entire music video budget go to that?
No, we also bought a lot of fucking food. And,
Yeah.
You would have gotten a few
piss.
pub foods.
Yeah, well, yeah, mate. Fucking, like, we had like 9 of each meal.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because everyone was like
Yeah.
eating, obviously.
Yeah. Did you bet any money on the on the horse races there, or did you
Did you take
We
a punt?
just picked up tickets off the ground.
Oh.
I don't bet on the horses.
Yeah.
I bet on the footy.
Yeah.
I bet on the keno. I don't bet on the horses.
Did you end up feeding any money into the pokies machine that day?
There's
The
no
Bricky's laptop.
There's no pokies at
Oh,
either
okay.
of those pubs, actually.
Oh wow.
We ate a lot and we drank a lot, but there was not a lot of gambling, really.
Okay.
Missing out.
Now, what inspired the idea for the tricycle?
The goodies.
The Goodies?
Yeah.
Is that a band?
No, it's a
No,
show.
it's a show.
It's a show from like the 70s.
It's like a fucking sketch
Black
comedy.
and white, the three Stooges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
sort of that sort of
yeah.
vibe, yeah.
Yep, I got you. That makes plenty of sense. And in terms of favorite venue, is it Geelong?
Favorite venue? Oh shit. I mean, in Brisbane, it's got to be the zoo.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
miss Crowbar.
Especially now that there's
I do
aircon.
miss Crowbar. I miss Crowbar.
We have to talk about it every episode.
Yeah. I mean, Crowbar was the best. Crowbar.
Was that your first sellout show?
It was our first fucking headline
Like
show.
headline,
Yeah, we
yeah.
were
I remember
both
And
Yeah,
it did sell out, but it was like our first like proper like show.
Yeah.
That was
Quinton-
actually ours.
Quinton and I were both there.
Yeah,
we
we
knew
were.
each other were at this point, but we weren't mates.
Yeah.
Right. There you go. Yeah, that was fond memories. The Crowbar has always been fucking excellent to us, and even the Crowbar in Sydney now. Like, Trout even fucking gave me a bit of a job for a while, fucking being the glassy at the Brisbane Crowbar. There was just
I remember seeing you on your first shift. Like,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Vitalizer play. Shout out to Odin, Sarah, and Josh.
Yeah, it's just the coolest fucking place. Like,
Yeah.
you'd go upstairs and there'd be like, there might be a band playing, or usually just someone playing some songs on an acoustic or whatever, and then you go downstairs and it'd just be like the fucking walls would be shaking.
The best thing about Crowbar is like to get downstairs, they always had either a red or a black stamp, and I've had both these tattoos on my arm for the last 3 years. Red Triple J drum and a black wax tattoo on my wrist, so it always looks like a red and black stamp. Anywhere that does that, free entry, fucking anywhere, because nobody actually looks.
You're sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jed, but you've just revealed your secret on the podcast.
Do you reckon the Seckies are going to be listening to OnlyBands? If the Seckies are going to be listening to OnlyBands, you could be into trouble. But then again, they might just let you in because you
They're
are on
gonna
OnlyBands.
they're gonna chase you down like the ATO and fucking make you pay like
I hope not, I can't
years
run very
worth of
fast.
unpaid.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to ask. After you called out our dear Prime Minister, was there like a suspicious unmarked cop car parked out front of your house for like a week?
Oh, nah, it's nothing like that, but there were cunts saying they were gonna like kill me and stuff.
Yeah, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it was there, man. People get riled up about that shit,
Evangelical.
What's your life been like since obviously when you guys before you guys got really big, and then when Smoko came out and you guys blew up, and it was just so crazy how fast that blew up. How's your life been since that all happened?
Pretty good, I think. It's been alright.
What's been the most dramatic change?
Well, I suppose like doing the band properly. I mean, like, I worked at Coles for like 5 years, and not having to do that anymore was pretty sick. So it's like,
Yeah, I worked at Aldi for 4 years. I don't know what I
yeah.
mean.
Well, you get to sit down at Aldi, so don't
We don't have to pack bags either.
don't be coming at me talking about your issues at Aldi. You probably have a fucking.
It's hard to get a job at Aldi. That's a good gig.
I was a manager.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can't say there's been a huge difference or anything. It's just you kind of, I don't know, you almost just enter another workforce, really.
Yeah.
It's not like a massive difference being in the public eye so much. You get recognised a lot when you go out.
Oh, a little bit. I mean, at gigs, yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
I get
if
swarmed as well. It's fucked.
But you're on that pandemic shirt, so. But I mean, like at gigs is one thing, but like I can go to the supermarket and no one will really fuck with me. I'm not like, fucking Lenny Kravitz or anything.
Yeah.
I was listening to Lenny Kravitz. I know. Well, I was thinking of like,
He's a fucking rock star, man.
he rocked out with his cock out.
Quite literal.
Yeah, when are you going to do that?
Oh, I've done that plenty of times. No, I've not.
Since
Not yet.
COVID's been happening, what are you guys doing now, like in terms of work? Are you still working, or are you...
Are you bartending at an RSL now?
No, I just go there to drink. I've started working at a warehouse, a clothing brand in the northern suburbs. I just go and pack up boxes and fucking send them out to the stores and shit.
Seeing how the merch happens. You're learning how to build a label.
Being on the other side, carrying boxes that aren't full of Chats t-shirts,
How does that feel?
It feels it's cool,
like you're not gonna make money off it?
in a way I sort of like missed like working a bit. I don't know, like it sucks, but just having something to do and just getting back into it is cool, and having people to talk to that you don't really know.
Yeah.
Like not just because otherwise me and Josh would just fucking hang out every day and just fucking
Smoke weed, but it's always good. But we always write songs.
I don't see the problem.
yeah. But in saying that, like
It's
not working.
It's nice to do something when you're not together, because I feel like you don't want to spend
all your
you're
time.
Like, because you go away together and spend all your time together anyway, and it's like real all the time. So
It's the same as like a partner, right? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
exactly.
mental vibes.
It's I've just been doing a bit of demolition at the zoo for the last couple of days because they're building a kitchen there, so I've been knocking a couple of
That's pretty cool.
Fucking walls down, mate.
Using the muscles.
Why don't you just build like a Chatsmobile? Just buy some like fucking rundown car and just spend like the next like however long it takes just building some ridiculous looking
We
fucking
don't know
car.
how to do that. We don't know anything about
I reckon Josh
cars.
could
Yeah,
do
look,
it.
you guys have how many followers do you guys have on Instagram? Like 120,000.
I think we
Just
should
like
do it.
any mechanics in where I live.
Yeah.
Gonna come help me build a car.
Oh, we're bound to find one, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're bound to find
We need to
one.
make it about a
That's a good
message that you're going to take across the country.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
The chats are supporting breast cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, against, I don't know, like breast cancer awareness. Research.
Yeah.
Something in that regard. You need a movement. What's the chats? No, I know what it is, boys. I've got it. The chat's Smoko van.
Okay.
You build a food
Film
truck
testing van.
where you just call it's Smoko or something
Man,
like that.
man, when I-
and you just sell, well,
Yeah, we got a deep fryer and
you have a deep fry and do all the goodies.
I got a bit of a story for you.
Cool room.
When I was a youngin' growing up in Mackay, there was a guy called the Pie Man.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he drove the pie van, right? The pie van, you know, he had a little fucking the whole back of the van was just like a hot box, and he had fucking trays and trays of pies. And he'd pull up on my street, and I'd go, and you get a pie, and it was like fucking $3.50 or something like that. And yeah, so that like when I was a kid, I had this assignment in primary school, and it was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? and I handed in like, I want to be the pie van driver. and the teachers were fully like, you can't fucking write that. That's not a valuable career opportunity. But like, of course it is. It's a fucking
Hey, you go to a festival, you make more money in like 3 days than you will in a year at any other job.
It's like it makes like a salary for you, like your whole year's worth of salary.
I reckon you boys, chips, palmies, little steaks.
Yeah.
Right? Pub meals
Yeah.
on wheels.
Pub
So there you go.
on pub wheels, perhaps.
Yeah.
And you just drive around, blast your tunes, right? You sell merch out of it as well. And we've got a phenomenal business.
Yeah.
I'm willing to kickstart this. I'll even be an angel investor. Let's get it done, boys.
It's funny you mentioned Splendor because at Splendor 2017, me and Josh were the dishwashers of the artist catering area.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we knew a dude who lived in our area who like ran that whole thing, and he was and the whole thing was you got free tickets if you went and fucking worked like 4 or 5 hours a day and just washing up dishes.
It was actually
Who did we see? We saw the guy from LCD Sound System.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. I think that was about it.
And like
We got a glimpse of a few people back there, but you know.
yeah, we were
That's
just
awesome.
mostly
It's a way to get into the
I snuck backstage at Splendor one year. I had about 8 minutes before I got dragged out.
Yep.
And can't remember who I saw. I was not.
How'd
sober.
you get backstage?
Jump fence.
Right.
Yeah, I've got some pretty crazy stories about me at festivals, but I'll tell you guys after because I've already said it in the other podcast. But yeah, I had about 8 minutes before I got dragged out of there by the security guards, which was a good time. And
That's more than you'd think at a festival like Splendor.
yeah. Like I jumped over and nobody was sort of around where I was. So I just casually sort of walked up and sat at a table and just watched everybody going around me. Like, I was just kind of like, do I go and talk to somebody or do I not make a scene?
The thing is, like, there's this whole thing around being backstage. I honestly think being backstage is dog shit.
way more.
Yeah, once you've done it once, it
Yeah, I
doesn't
know
matter.
exactly. You just like
No, but even if you're playing,
on stage.
even if you're playing, it just sucks back there.
Yeah, the performance is for the people in the room.
It's a completely different atmosphere and environment. And if you go out to where the punters actually are, it's like it's just way better. Like there's more of an energy out there, whereas like backstage is all fucking, you know.
Yeah, I didn't even go to that show because I was seeing Wax after Wax a couple of weeks ago. I was with Luke Henry and we went backstage at a Greaser bar and all we did was just like drink like cheap shit American beer that was on the ride and we argued about barbecue versus pizza shapes. And that's literally all that fucking happened while we were back
What
there.
side were you on?
I was on barbecue.
Yeah.
It was the same. It was like,
I gotta go pizza.
Yeah, pizza, sure.
I'm on pizza.
it was I was the night that I just bumped into the both of you.
I go
barbecue.
pizza.
Oh.
Pizza.
Oh.
Pizza.
Yeah, so you're the
going
odd one out
barbecue,
with
Michelle.
think so.
We'll put a poll up on our Instagram when this comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
We should have another round of cards because
Let's
it's
do
just
it.
what breaks up.
Who's next on the black card?
We've done
back to
a
Joe.
round, so it's back to you.
All right, guys. So Blank got caught sending dick pics.
Oh, here we go.
Nerve got caught sending dick pics. Chillin' It got caught sending dick pics. Spacey Jane. Spacey Jane got caught sending dick pics.
Can't do this. She's a chick.
Nirvana got caught sending dick pics.
Yeah, you spelled
Nirvana because they literally sold dick pics to the most people in the world.
Hey, that's kind of topical.
Okay,
isn't it?
that was me, and you misspelled Nirvana on the card.
I don't care. We've spoken about this before. I'm illiterate as fuck. Let's not talk about it.
But in terms of Nirvana, let's go to Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Tell us about him. What was that like? How did he embrace you? That's a weird way of phrasing it.
It's not
Dave
totally
Grohl
Dave Grohl,
cancelled.
but
It
Alex
sounds-
Turner enough.
So Dave Grohl came and he said, "How old are you guys?" And, no, he was nice. Josh from the Queens of the Stone Age brought him to the gig. He was very nice to us. He kept telling me, he was going, "Your drummer is the fucking best drummer in the world, man." And I was like, "That's bullshit. Like you're way better than him." And he was like, "No, I'm serious. He's fucking awesome." And I remember like looking back and the whole fucking show, he was just like there, just like looking at Matt, and he came, and he just fucking frothed him, and I was like, "Dude, you're way better. Like get fucked." And I was sort of like, you don't have to fucking do this. Like you don't have to, because he's got that reputation as being the nicest dude.
Yeah.
And I sort of felt like I was like, "Oh, you don't have to say this," but I think that was just him
That's who he
being
is.
really nice, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't. I was just like, "Yeah, that's nice, but you're better."
Yeah, so I was
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah.
He won't listen to this anyway.
So I know before when you first met, Josh on the Queens of the Stone Age tour. How was that?
That was pretty cool. He was nice to us. He was he's like a larger than life. He's literally fucking 6'6" probably. He's huge, and yeah, he was he walked right up to us on the first gig and was like, "Oh yeah, I fucking love you guys." Fucking Iggy Pop showed me your
Have
video.
you met Iggy Pop?
Yeah, we did a gig with him in Melbourne, and
That's awesome.
yeah, but he was like, "Yeah, Iggy Pop showed me the video," and I was like real spun out. I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, fucking Pat Smear like showed Dave the video, and fucking Iggy fucking showed Dave, and Dave showed John." I don't know. It was something like that. He was like just saying all these people, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" Like, but yeah, he was like, it was real nice. Like he could have like obviously it would have been weird to I don't know. It was weird for us touring in that sort of environment because it was like arenas and stuff. And like those guys have like chefs and stuff like cooking them meals backstage. Like it's like
Did you ask for a pub feed
full
off them?
catering. Nah, man, nah. That would have been pretty fucking weird.
A gourmet
like,
Palmer.
Yeah.
We got an answer.
Yeah, I mean,
What's one of the craziest experiences you guys have had, either touring, playing Australia, or whatever? Like, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened with you guys playing a gig?
Probably that fella having the heart attack. No.
Right. Apart from that,
Fucking. I mean,
like a blow your mind kind of crowd, or an artist that has
The
supported
place
you
in
guys.
Tassie was sick.
that was sick. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like. There's just been like it sounds fucking stupid, but there's just been so much that it's like hard to actually wrap your head around. Like what's like because it all kind of blows into one night at the end of the day. Like and you think like, oh, that tour, and you like think of it like it was like a week ago, and it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot for you guys in the last 3 or 4 years as well. Like it was very big. That like didn't take long for you guys to go from not very well known to the international success that you guys were.
Yeah.
That would have taken a massive toll as well, and like the just the lifestyle change as well.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, you just all of a sudden, But yeah, I mean, just pretty much like every show we do is a bit like far out, like because we
here.
yeah, exactly. Like it's fucking bewildering that we have fans and fucking so many, because it's like when we started we had like fucking 10 fans and they were all our mates.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
Me
and now it's
and
like, yeah, exactly. Just one of it, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of fans, what's the weirdest thing a fan's ever done to like try to impress you or get chummy with you?
Oh,
The
there's-
OnlyBands Podcast.
Yeah. Once these fucking 3 weird cunts pulled me into their room and put a couple of microphones in front of us. No,
Oh, that's awesome. Miss my
I reckon
joke.
tattoos are crazy.
yeah. Tattoos are that's crazy, and it's like
Wait,
it's
what
like,
chat's tattoos are people getting?
Yeah, there's fucking heaps of them out there.
I only have 4, 5, 7, 3 on my crotch.
Yeah. I wanted to do that when I was like 16, and I'm so glad I didn't.
I gave this bloke an unknowns tattoo one time in Sydney. It was the first time we ever played Sydney. And there was probably about 5 people there.
How many fingers did he do?
Oh, man, I don't even know. But, like, many of everything.
Enough.
Yeah, and, like, we went back to and he was like, yeah, man, I want to get this tattoo. Like, I want to get your band, like, tattooed. Like, it was just like, all right. And then he's just like, yeah, we got beers and stuff. And I didn't think he was serious. But then we sort of just got there and he just pulled it out and he just started doing it.
Wow.
And like he just like, and it was just absolutely atrocious, man. Like,
Where was it?
Like about like 3 years ago or something. And I had like just it was just
It's like across his stomach. It was like a big.
have you-
And Josh
you
did
should
it
show
too.
him. It's on the unknown's Instagram.
Josh, who's never done a fucking tattoo in his life, tattooed this bloke. Like,
Yeah.
across his stomach,
and
and
he's
it's
like,
like,
and he's like,
cap-
too hard, like it's across there.
it's like capital T, capital H, little E, capital U. Like it looks fucking terrible.
And I was scared after because I had blood and ink all over my hands, and this guy fucking was like all of a sudden like, oh yeah, like, do you want something to eat, man? I'm gonna make some food. And he made like a toasted sandwich, and I was just so stoned and just hell fucked up, and I just started eating the sandwich, and I just had blood and ink all over my hands.
fuck.
And I was so paranoid for the next, like, I was like, fuck, I've got like fucking like
AIDS or some
AIDS,
shit.
or like fucking like hepatitis or something. Like,
Just something.
And
I'm
I
not
was like,
supposed to eat
fuck.
other people's blood.
And I got the test, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have it. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Where were we up to? Was it?
I think it was.
Amon's next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh, here's a bit of a topical one. Blank got cancelled for blank. Bad Dreams got cancelled for eugenics.
I'm going to say Bad Dreams will never get cancelled because they're amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Bad Dreams.
Oh yeah.
Benny, you write some fucking beautiful music.
As do the rest of the band.
Oh, yeah.
Camo writes a fair bit as
I just love the
I-
lyrics. Love the lyrics.
Anyway,
Story.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard got cancelled for making a pouty face.
Nah.
Yeah, I think it's more of like a
Did you guys see the tour for King Gizzard that's popped up?
no.
So it got moved to December just before Christmas. They're
I'm going to 2 shows on that. They're doing a residency.
Yeah, they're playing 5 shows, but different songs at each one. So there's a metal show,
Garage rock show,
garage
jams
rock,
show,
a microtonal,
show, yeah.
and an
the
acoustic.
Jams,
Yeah, sick.
And a jam.
I saw they did that in Sydney.
Yeah.
I would like to go to the garage rock one.
Yeah, that's the one. No, I've got a ticket to the microtonal.
Yeah, cool.
I've
Yeah,
got
it was-
garage rock heavy metal.
Yeah, I might end up getting more as time comes up, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And it's at the new venue.
Oh, the
the
Princess.
Princess.
Yeah, haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I haven't checked that
That
out.
looks sick.
Yeah. I
Keen
think they're
as.
sort of owned by the Tivoli or something.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Matt Corby got cancelled for the art of seduction.
All right.
It'll never get cancelled.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't find Matt Corby very seducing.
No, not really. Boy fucking. Okay.
Pretty sure they have.
Well, they've tried to. We don't know if it's fact. It's like
Oh.
the best they can get to.
Doing their best, man. Leave them alone.
Science will never explain a bass drop so huge it tears a stereo vault asunder to reveal the face of God.
That's
There's a lot of words there.
Should we say that one again?
Yeah. A bass drop. Oh no, hang on. Science will never explain a bass drop so huge it tears the stereo vault asunder to reveal the face of God.
Well, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big bass drop.
That's
Sounds like Red Hot Chili Peppers stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
that's
Yeah. Shout out to California.
Science will never explain injecting speed into your arm and horse tranquilizer into the other.
They don't need science, man. It's just a good time.
I had a mate who did that.
How's he doing?
Fuck, I'm not saying it on here.
I got
How's
attacked
he
by a meme this week.
Not good.
He wouldn't be.
Yeah, like
Jen, like,
doing
He's
speed,
okay, but fuck.
doing speed and cat at the same time is like doing like a really fucking like low rent version of a speedball, essentially.
Science will never explain the bennies.
we need
I feel like there are a few certain chemicals that can explain
Yeah. Come and take me away from this place.
Can I put two answers together?
No, you don't have to. You can only pick one.
rip the card.
I reckon I go for. Science will never explain a bass drop so huge it tears the stereo vault asunder to reveal the face of God.
That was me.
Very
It's true. That makes sense. Contextually, that's perfect.
All right, Quinnan, you want to bloody
Yeah.
cook in, mate?
All right. Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of blank, and I will not tolerate blank.
Thanks.
Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of blank, and I will not tolerate blank.
Mine's super relevant, but I don't think anybody's going to want to pick it.
Right. Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of the Tivoli, and I will not tolerate Betty Ray's. Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of blank, and I will not tolerate blank. Was our card. Heed my. Alright, yeah. Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of Hillary Clinton's death stare, and I will not tolerate angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo in the machine of the night. That was a fucking mouthful.
When has that been a card?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea what the. I have not a damn clue what that meant. Alright.
Brilliant.
You're fucking joking.
It was a bit.
Heed my voice, mortals. I am the god of the Queensland Maroons, and I will not tolerate Link's body spray.
You know, I just know that is fucking factually untrue. I know their locker room. I reckon they're like Links Australia.
Yeah, what are you doing in the locker room?
What am I doing there?
Yeah.
Fucking looking at the bloke's cock.
Mate, he's a share investor.
Yeah. No, just hanging out.
I would have gone for that last one. Who was Queensland Maroons and Link's body spray? Alright.
Ooh.
Jed gets that
That
one.
was a good one. It was a toss up between that and Betty Ray's.
Yeah.
That was a goodie.
Shout out to Betty Ray's.
What's that smell? What one band would you say was your biggest influence growing up?
Oh, it depends at what age you'd say. Because the first band that I like really fell in love with was Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
But then like, you know, that opened more musical doors.
Cosmic Psychos?
Yeah. Well, eventually I got to that, and then like after Nirvana, it was Green Day, and then after
It's unfortunate now.
I know, but you know, the like Insomniac and everything before it holds up. But yeah, but then from then on, it was the Ramones, and then I just fucking went into the punk rock black hole, and you know,
It's a wormhole.
What was it like meeting Billy Joel?
Billy Joel, oh man, the piano man. He was,
Billy Joe.
Billy
no,
Joel.
No, you meant Billy Joel.
Joel,
Joel
Joel.
from Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day. The singer from Green Day.
That's Billy Joe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, not Joel.
You know, the piano man.
That's what I fucking said. You have no proof I said anything else. Oh shit.
Yeah, Billy Joel from Green Day. He was, you know, I was like, honestly, dude, I don't like his solo stuff that much, but fucking Dookie was great. No, he was cool. You know, he was just at this festival, and I think one of my mates had like already spoken to him, and he's like, "You gotta come talk to Billy Joe," and I was like, "Nah, I can't. Like, I'm fucking, you know."
I'm good.
But yeah. But you know, he dragged me over and we spoke a bit. He said he liked the chat, so I don't know. That was probably just him being a nice guy. But yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, we hung out for fucking 2 minutes or so. And got a little picture, and then I left him alone. I was you know just like
I thought he came to one of your LA shows.
Nah, he was at our festival we did in Oakland. He didn't come to the LA. That was like fucking Dave Grohl and all that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What about like in terms of influence? Like, do you reckon that's just like?
I think
all of it.
No, I think the Ramones probably the biggest influence.
Yeah.
On just my songwriting and
It's a massive
playing and stuff because it's like
primitive rock and roll.
it just shows you that less is more. You know, you can do more with like 3 chords than most band can do with fucking 5. You know,
Reduce,
We're trying to be
recycle.
famous.
exactly.
Yeah. I found like for me, Descendants really hit.
Dude, yeah, I love Descendants.
Descendants
me
was
too.
just like, oh, I get it. That things clicked for me
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
And I only found Descendants when Blink started talking about like that's how they form, like that's what they like were binded, and I'm like, oh, I need to check out them. And then I was like, holy shit, what have I missed my whole life?
Yeah, because like they've like Descendants, like obviously not to the same level, but they still have that same kind of humor in their songwriting. They're not taking themselves that seriously. They're just like, here's us, here's our silly little fucking
Just
punk rock
suburban
songs.
white dudes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
And it's like, you know,
they just weren't as marketable as like a Blink, right?
Totally,
like that's the
yeah.
only
Also,
difference.
the
They
front man
weren't-
went off to be a scientist. Like,
Yeah, he's got a
20 years before he got
PhD.
fired.
he came back for another album like 4 years later.
Yeah.
Like,
Their new album was fucking pretty good. It came out this year. It was good
It's
as.
fucking because it's all those songs that they'd made like before
Yeah, I
Miley
thought
Goes
it
to
was
College
sick.
came, and they re-recorded them obviously. But there's like all those songs that were written back then that kind of like has that youthful fucking like energy and spirit to it.
It's almost like power pop.
Yeah,
Like late 70s power pop, like, you know, like the...
Joseph, I don't think
All right, I have not. What's that smell? James Tisdwell?
that rhymes. That could be a
Wait,
chat
that
song,
rhymes.
man. What's that smell?
What's that song, James?
Tiswell.
Is that the new wiggle? The smelly wiggle? And it's James. We can make the
loud
meme.
wiggle, the green wiggle.
I feel like he could, normalize marijuana use for a new generation.
The Wiggles are what makes Australia legalise cannabis.
Wow. I need to talk to Pete.
Make it happen. Make it happen, son.
What's that smell? Amel and the Sniffers? They released a new album last month. It was
I know,
good.
it's fucking amazing too.
Yeah.
Does it smell?
No, it's
Good.
fucking beautiful.
It smells good. You know, smell doesn't mean bad.
Okay.
What's that smell? That can be really positive. Like, people associate it with a negative. But
Yeah,
Sorry, I
smell an
just shit
apple, that's
myself.
great.
Sniff the ammo.
yeah.
There's some great songs on it.
All right, here's a good one. Ready? What's that smell, boys?
Is it-
An Etsy steampunk strap-on.
Halfway!
Wait, does it say how old it is?
Does not.
Oh shit.
Does it specify like used or brand new or?
Nah, probably. It's probably being used
If
if it
it's
smells.
steampunk, they
Yeah.
don't make steampunk shit new anymore.
No one sells it either. No one's buying it.
I don't know, man.
surprised
You'd be
it's on the
probably
internet.
quite surprised.
Yeah, actually, there's fuck.
What's
Yeah,
that
go to
smell?
wish.com.
Missy Higgins.
Ooh.
I'm sure Missy Higgins smells lovely.
I mean,
I'm sure she has some really nice shampoo that she
Let's-
got at the body shop or something.
let's give this to James. I think.
That was me. What's that smell? James Tidswell. That should be like a fucking 4 Triple Z show or something.
And you want to get
That
the
could be his podcast.
I'm going to give that to him. I'm going to let him have that.
Yeah, tell him, like,
James,
James, it's time to
James-
start a podcast.
Let it be known that I thought of this first, and I will take 80% of your royalties.
We'll take about 15. You got 5.
Yeah.
well,
Alright,
why is
now-
he going to do it then?
Apparently, because, we're back to going clockwise
that.
instead of anti-clockwise.
Wait, what? Why?
It started off anti-clockwise. I don't know why.
Why are we swapping? It's just because you
Yeah,
swapped it.
okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, okay,
Yeah.
what, Black Card, what gets better with age?
Oh, fucking perfect one right here.
What gets better with age? Natural selection.
Fat Mike, definitely not.
What gets better with age? Natural selection. I disagree there. What gets better with age? The Force. Broadly true.
You know, when you get old, you start watching, the RBT or something.
I watch RBT.
You know, you eat
getting
like
old, mate.
easy digestible rissoles and
Mate, we went to the
and
RSL for
boiled
dinner.
vegetables, and then you
Yeah, man,
settle it
you got
off with a cup of tea and
You got
RBT at the end of the night.
Alright. What gets better with age? Shutting the fuck up. Yeah, also true.
Yeah, definitely.
At least telling people to shut the fuck up.
What?
Nah, actually shutting the fuck up, because when you learn to shut your mouth, you realize so many less fucking problems happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, less people talk to you too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
helpful.
It's hell good.
It helps
stuff,
sell it.
mate. Fantastic.
All right, your turn, Josh.
We never did find something, but along the way we sure learned about something.
Wait, can you repeat that, please? Sorry.
We never did find something, but along the way we sure learned a lot about something.
Something good's going on.
Yeah. Here we go. We never did find surprise sex, but along the way we learned a whole lot about a whole lot of women.
Whole lot of Rosie.
There you
Whole
go.
lot of Rosie.
Alright. We never did find Laneway Festival, but along the way we sure learned a lot about bouncing up and down.
I like that one.
We never did find an all-midget production of Shakespeare's Richard III, but along the way we sure learned a lot about sanding off a man's nose. We never did find cashed up bogans, but along the way we sure did learn a lot about a kiss on the lips. Alright, I reckon definitely the Shakespeare one was very nice. Whoever that was, yeah, very nice. That was
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
fantastic.
much.
Jed's cleaning up tonight.
Yeah, I know. Get the black up.
You need to give him the card, Josh.
Alright, so this is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be the last round as well.
No, we'll end on Jed.
No, I started.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so
All right.
the last one.
So this is I reckon this is pretty open to interpretation. This one could go a lot of ways.
Let's hear it.
Why? WHY. Why am I being me, sticky? Why am I sticky? Yeah. First in Quinnen, he knows why I'm sticky.
The question is, why aren't we sticky?
Yeah.
It's because we got
Why,
the air
why am
conditioning.
I the only sticky one in here? Like,
He's sexually aroused by 4x bitter.
yeah, well, I'm not wrong. All right, why am I sticky? Women in yogurt commercials. Why am I...
That's so good on a few levels.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Why am I sticky? Me.
Depends how much you love yourself.
Why am I sticky?
A lot.
Wax.
With 2 A's?
Yeah, Wax with 2 A's. Wax the band.
Oh, okay, no, I'm not going to say what else.
Why am I sticky? Saying parentheses. No, sorry. Quote. I love you. End quote.
Well,
Those were not parentheses. I'm gonna have to go with women in yogurt commercials.
That was me.
that's
Good stuff.
That's gold.
Good stuff.
That was a
Brilliant.
good one.
Alright, so that's
Count your
pretty
black
much the end of
cards.
cards. So count your black cards. Let's see who we got.
All right.
I got one.
4.
I got 3.
I got
I got
4.
3.
4.
All right.
Jed on 4.
What do you got?
2.
2.
Ah, Jed Jensen. Oh.
OnlyBands finally wins against
Yeah,
cards
because, like,
against
the
humanity.
The first 2 podcasts.
Good on you,
we're
Jed,
tiebreakers.
you know.
Thank you very much.
You know, I
Look,
have a feeling there's probably some cheating going on, but you know, I'm
know.
happy with the silver medal. I'll take it home.
what are you talking about? I only wrote the cards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway,
But you chose his answers.
That's true.
exactly. I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you gave me at least 2 of those.
So in terms of cheating, you kind of helped him cheat.
True.
I'm just saying. I feel like I feel like I had about.
What you're saying is you're a
10?
sore loser.
I think I had 10. And then he pulled my remaining 7 and took them for his own. But anyway, I'm happy to move on.
All right. Okay, we will cut this if it does ruin the joke. But am I allowed to talk about headlights without ruining the joke, Eamon?
No, you can go for it.
Okay. So anyway, Eamon, can you explain
Talk about the unknowns too, though.
Yeah, but who are they?
Who? I don't
Exactly,
know.
yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, it's alright.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No,
so,
don't worry about it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, how did headlights come about? To like the 5 people who know about headlights, Eamon.
In the original coronavirus lockdown of 2020.
Way back when.
Yeah, I just started writing some songs, and I was living with Macy, who plays keys in Headlights, and Rick, Rick had just moved over from Canada. He moved back to Australia. Rick used to play bass in Boing Boing, and I was like, oh man, we got to hang out, because he just moved to Brizzy and wasn't really mates with heaps of people, and neither was I really. So I was like, oh, we got to hang out and start jamming. So yeah, I had a bunch of these songs, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool to do something new, and not have the the regular bloody chat scene going on. And it was cool doing that, because you do some shows that were a bit smaller, and not have to I don't know, with the chats is a bit different, because you got these gigs booked almost months in advance, whereas Headlights, you can almost just go to a place and be like, oh, you got a gig this weekend, and it was just a bit more exciting, and it took me back to the early days of the chats when we didn't really have any fucking clue what we were doing, and we just say yes to every gig, and it's honestly just more fun doing that sort of thing, and I didn't realize how much I'd missed it, and just be in the opening band and it's just a different world. You get 2 drink tickets, and usually in the chats you get 2 cartons of beer, so it's just as cool, having something new to do, and playing with the unknowns too. And me and Josh have a new band with Rick from Headlights called Rick and the Sickos.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the songs are disgusting.
It's gonna be sick, not in a good way.
Yeah, sick in the literal fucking gut wrenching way.
Yeah.
Are we getting some gutter punk going?
Oh
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
I would say gutter.
Fast paced. Imagine rhythm and blues, if you've just taken a lot of fucking dexamphetamine and a lot of fucking something like that.
I'm keen for that.
That's my daily life.
Yeah.
That's Jed.
Yeah.
That's the definition.
Yeah.
You're making the Jed anthem.
Yeah. Welcome to having ADHD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Oh yeah.
You love Rick and the Sickos, mate.
Oh, when you guys playing Brizzy, I'll be there.
I think we're playing in December. I know we're definitely playing.
We're playing in December,
At the Bright Side for a Colossus Records show.
Yeah, December the 16th. But I think we might even line up something before that if we can. Something smaller.
Oh yeah, I've always sort of wondered. It's just would you ever pull a black flag and suddenly get hectic experimental with your music, and alienate your fan base just because you think it's funny?
I think maybe if we got really into acid or something, but I don't know. I'm pretty content with what we're playing now.
We did take mushrooms in New Zealand, so it could happen.
We too,
and we loved it. So
he said that that's the first time we've done mushrooms. So we've done, me and Josh did me and Josh did so many fucking mushrooms in Auckland that we were walking around in the rain listening to Oasis.
I'd never listened to that.
Specifically that song that's do you believe in each other? And we're holding each other like this, going oh, you're the best cunt. You're the sickest cunt.
Literally talking to the fucking trees.
Yeah, we're it was.
Did you guys go when you guys were in Auckland? Did you go to One Tree Hill?
No, I don't think
One Tree Hill. It's in the city. It's the big one of the volcanoes closest to the city. There's just trees all going up.
Yeah.
There's just cows in the paddock. 5 minutes from the city.
So I think that's where we were. I think that's where we were talking to the trees.
So there's a cafe at the bottom of the hill, and then there's 4 different paddocks full of cows, and then there's one road that goes to the top, and there's this like old brick building from like the war,
Yeah.
and there's like a little like not.
Yeah.
It's not a castle, but
So
it's like a tower.
You remember we did see that old wall thing,
It's like one tree. I was in New Zealand like last year, start of last year.
This is fucking
flex on us,
sick,
kid.
man.
Can't think where it was, but yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
definitely
know where you mean though.
And there was sheep at the bottom. There was like a few fields of
Yeah.
sheep at the bottom.
There's heaps of shit.
There's no
Piece of
question.
shit.
I had truffles in Amsterdam and also talked to the trees.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
that was fucking mental. I took a double dose of their like higher strength.
Yeah.
And like I just went into that Wonder Park, that like
Yeah.
beautiful, like just a rectangle of a park in the middle of the city. And I just like sat under the trees and they're grass. There's no fucking ants. And it's the softest shit. And I'm just sitting there and then like they just start talking to you. And you're just like, hey man.
I feel like this is like
And
this.
there's
And they're just friendly.
There's like dudes who ride around and they have like they ride around on their bike and they have like a fucking cooler, like a cooler bag of beers just
Yeah.
like stacked in there. Like you want a beer for €1 and you're fucking like you're on mushy smoking a joint in the fucking grass. You're like fucking oath, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's.
You get a cracker for me too?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I remember when I went to Croatia, that's the motherland for me, and
Yeah.
went to like a newsagent thing on the side of the road, and they just had a little fridge, and there's just beers in there for $1, and you're like, just buy a beer at the newsagent? Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, and it's like breakfast beers.
And you come to
yeah.
Australia and you're paying like $13 for a fucking pint.
Yeah,
and
it's criminal. And like the what? The bottle owners don't open until like
10 a.m.
yeah, it's bullshit. You know, like you go to the servo in Germany and you get a fucking beer that's mixed in with tequila inside.
Yeah,
and it tastes like garbage, but you can buy it at any hour of the day.
You guys even have it well in Queensland. In New South Wales, you can't buy takeaway alcohol after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Even if you're at the pub until 11 o'clock and you go up to the bar and be like, bro, can I take a 6-pack home? They're like, no.
What is the actual? Are you going to do the rest of Suburban Excursion? Because some people have been getting cancellation emails and people have been messaging me, you know,
Yeah.
through Smoko posting.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck's happening?
I got to fucking post something.
Yeah.
The WA shows next week. The WA shows in 2 weeks are cancelled. But
you
next
gonna be-
week we're still going to South Australia.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Suburban Excursion Tour will be like over half cancelled.
Yeah.
At least we got Queensland done, and we might do South Australia, but you know, I don't know if we'll do the other shows. Yeah.
Next week, and so if whoever.
And we're also going to go back up to Airlie Beach
Yeah,
and all the
that-
Queensland
November.
destinations in November.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's all a little bit fucked up.
Yeah, well, we're just trying to do
Speaking
it.
of dates that are fucked up, how many dates of high risk behaviour have you actually managed to play so far?
Oh fuck! I reckon like most of them, most of those shows of the tour. I think we're just gonna fucking like it's like you get to the point where it's like I've been postponing, you know, like this Sydney show for the high risk behaviour tour for nearly 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's like by the time we get to Sydney, we'll probably have the fucking new record out. So it's like,
Yeah,
are we
we sort of
are we even
that.
gonna like
Yeah.
do that same tour? It's a weird thing to have to think about. It's just like.
Has,
You
it has it been a really hard thing for you guys having to cancel a lot of tours? Because like, we were talking to Mikey from Soho on our first episode, and he was saying that Violent Soho had to cancel, what was it?
About $1 million in like
More than
about $1 million in
Yeah.
tours they lost revenue on.
Yeah, we
Just
would've-
as soon as it got cancelled.
Yeah, we when we started cancelling everything, we were like a week away from flying out to Coachella, and that was like and we were like, oh, it looks like, you know, it was like sort of that thing where like no one tells you like you're not going, but it's like you start seeing all these stories and it's like, I don't think we're going. Like, it doesn't really look like we can go. Like, and then it was like, well, I guess yes, we're not going. So we cancelled all that, and then it was like, you know, even at that stage, we were like, oh, well, the shows in May still might be alright. but
Little did we all know.
we've just had our last bit of Cards Against Humanity. We do have a couple of questions left, and then we'll finish the podcast with our usual artist plug.
Yeah, so I just want to start off real quick. So I was listening to Triple J the other day, and they were doing an interview with Baby No Money. I heard that you were supposed to do a collab with him, and you wrote a bunch of lyrics to be in one of his songs, and then ghosted him.
I didn't fucking ghost him. I still talk to Alex. He's a buddy. I speak to him every now and then.
Who is he?
he's a rapper. He's called Baby No Money, but he's not like your average rapper. Like he's got a lot of tongue in cheek in what he does, and that's what like in his set he fucking played like a snippet of Smoko, and he's just a fucking cool guy. Like he's got a lot of humor about what he does. He's not like a fucking real serious rapper or anything. He's like, yeah, he was like, oh, we got this song, and I was like, oh yeah, it'd be cool, and I gave him a couple of lines. And yeah, it just didn't really come to fruition. I mean, you know, there was a lot of things going on at the time, and you know, we weren't really making music, let alone doing collaborations. But you know, I'm never saying no to anything. He had some cool ideas. I feel like he's a bit of a rocker at heart. He played some rockin' tunes. That is his thing. But yeah, he's a cool guy. I like Alex.
Yeah. What's the strangest offer that you've ever received to have your like music featured or used in?
You know, this wasn't necessarily to have our music featured in, but one of the strangest fucking emails we've ever gotten was from Nickelback's manager a couple of months ago.
Only just recently.
Yeah, this is actually like 1 month ago. Not Nickelback's manager, their like Australian representative or whatever. They were like, "G'day guys, I'm sure you are well aware of the 20th anniversary of Nickelback's classic album Silver Side Up
Anybody was.
is nearly celebrating its 20th anniversary. And to celebrate, we're just asking some bands if they want to do a little cover of This Is How You Remind Me and just post it to their social media pages." And the whole thing about this email, it was like just asking us to fucking do Nickelback a favor.
Yeah.
Like post a video of their song and be like, "Happy 20th anniversary to your record, Nickelback." And I was just reading this going, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, you get exposure through them, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's not saying
Why
like
would you want to?
it's not.
I love Nickelback, but everybody hates them.
Dude, no, Nickelback have some good
Nickelback's
songs.
kind of come around. They're not as hated as they used to be.
Man, no, I was listening to Nickelback last
I
weekend.
hate Nickelback.
I hate Nickelback.
I think if you
Josh, you can
ironically
leave.
like Nickelback, it's okay, but if you seriously like Nickelback,
Yeah,
Man,
don't.
if I've had like, you know, 6 or 7 beers and someone chucks on This Is How You Remind Me, I'm like, this. But on that same note, how do you have the audacity to hit up a band and be like, "Can you cover our song?" And just you know, chuck
Shout
that out
us
to your
out.
fans, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, what is
Remind
that?
them Nickelback exists.
Yeah. Speaking of being asked to cover songs, how did going on the Metallica blacklist come about?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, our manager Al just called us and was like, "Oh, you know, this thing with Metallica and blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." You know, I fucking posted as a James Hetfield on my wall when I was a kid because I fucking loved Metallica. First 4 albums only. Like I never heard the Black Album before we were supposed to do that thing, and Josh came round and we were like listening to the Black Album, and we got like I'm pretty sure track 3 was Holier Than Thou, the one.
yeah, we were like, fuck this, we'll just do this.
Yeah, and we kind of looked at each other and we were like, yeah, like I reckon this will do. I'm not listening to the rest of this.
I mean, I reckon we did it about, like, we didn't even play it, any of us, like, properly as a band until we got into the studio.
Yeah, I feel
We played it about 6 times, and
then we were just recording.
then we just recorded
and
it.
Josh's solo is like not even overdubbed. It's just like part.
Yeah,
of the
it's
fucking
all
recording.
everything is live, and it was more me with the shits because up until the point where we actually cut that one and actually played the right thing, I fucking was just had the fucking shit, and I fucking just like played.
It's a pretty complicated song.
Just go, blah, 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 just like fucking and I was like, yeah, and then
It's a complicated song for fellas like us.
yeah.
Did you guys ever collaborate with like Pup or anything whilst doing it, or was it just straight up cover it and release it? Don't worry about anybody else is doing it.
We didn't know anyone else who was doing the thingo.
Yeah, no,
we
no,
didn't
no.
know who else was doing it. It was just like, "Do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know, it'd be a bit fucking weird. I don't know if we're heavy metal enough." But then we put on some stud bracelets and you know, we
Look, if you got the right pedal, you
did
can
the
do whatever
devil
you
holds
want.
around our fingers.
Eamon played a kazoo through a fucking harmonica microphone.
Wait, if you guys ever need a cowbell player, hit me up.
He's got a cowbell.
I don't, but
he'll
I'll
get one.
learn.
Yeah, well,
You say that, but it's actually a harder instrument than you think, mate.
you gotta stay in time, mate.
It's not
You
easy.
Oh,
gotta,
okay, maybe don't
you
hit me up,
gotta,
but
you
don't
gotta hit that thing with some
That's
finesse.
No, very good. If you want anything in time, don't hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a hype guy, hit me up.
Hit crew.
Question I've always wanted to ask is, do either of you have, I guess, an influence on your music? Maybe not the music you create now, but, you know, earlier on, something that, you know, sort of like inspired you to do music that your audience like might not expect. You know, something outside, you know, I guess what you consider, you know, your standard sort of like pub punk sort of influences.
Yeah.
Do you have like a guilty pleasure or a artist that's so different from the music you make now?
Man, I don't really have like a guilty pleasure. Sort of just like the shit that I like. But I don't know. I guess I like a lot of like cheesy like 80s pop sort of songs like.
Bit of Bon Jovi.
Oh man, yeah, Bon Jovi. Fucking, I'm real into this fucking like disco song at the moment. It's Alicia Bridges like, I love the nightlife. I love to boogie. It's something. Just you know, just real fucking stupid shit. The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, really. My mum had a CD of that, and as a kid, I was just like, always like, what is this? Like, it's not like dance music because it's not like, but it's like, you know, there's like actually some groove and some rhythm to it. I don't know. Maybe disco is my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man,
should we
just-
ever expect a Chat's disco album, like a little bit of like Saturday Night Fever Chat style?
Yeah, but you know, we're
just
working on our falsettos. Like, we're like,
Yeah, you that bass heavy, low
I
guitar,
know, start
basic
and
drums.
start using my
Heavy
fingers
singing,
like
yeah.
this. Yeah, Matt's gonna like be programming the drum machine, and then you'll see Matt in his little sparkly tuxedo coming up.
With the flares as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know his girlfriend's sister. She makes flares.
Oh really?
She has a flares
See, look,
business.
That's cool.
opportunity right there, man.
You've already got the film clip
No.
sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Chat's flares merch.
But I was just thinking,
Sequins and
did you
flares.
listen to Bee Gees? No, VGs, the Dave Grohl disco clip.
Yeah. Dude, they did a pretty like. I mean, it's great that they did it, but they did it exactly like the song. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily
it wasn't their
a cover.
own. Yeah, I just appreciated that they did it.
It was awesome.
like,
It was
why?
awesome
But
they did it because it's
fantastic.
like because you don't see like disco songs these days.
Yeah,
I think that should be like the next fucking.
Unless
thing.
you listen
it's
to the
happening.
band.
I think it's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hope
I think
so.
that's moving.
I hope so.
Yeah,
but like good disco, not like fucking just dance for the sake of a disco. I mean, like some good
disco.
string
Do
sections. and
you
some,
believe in life after love?
yeah, some of that shit. Some of Night Fever, you know.
Do you know the song Fairground?
I don't know.
Fairground.
I don't know, but
It's got an epic build. I'll show you after. My girlfriend got me onto this. It needs a reboot.
I'm talking like Maxine Nightingale, like we got hold on,
Nightingale.
coming on.
Yeah, what about you,
Get
Josh?
right back
Do you
to
have
where we
an
started
influence
from.
that the audience, your audience, might not expect?
I love Jerry Lee Lewis. He married his cousin, and she's about 13 years old.
But his music was also good.
Yeah. And that's why he's never like it. Like, but he fantastic songs like "Great Balls of Fire," a whole lot of shaking going on, fucking absolutely quintessential rock and roll hits. And he played the piano like a fucking bat out of hell, and he's just fucking incredible.
Yeah,
And he
podcast is
inspired
pretty
me, like,
quintessential
I don't
as
know,
well.
There's like fucking like, you know, there's fucking like Chuck Berry and stuff that played the guitar, but then there's Jerry Lewis played the piano. It was fucking sick, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, and even both of those dudes, Chuck and Jerry, they did some terrible things, but
Yeah.
but they were, you know, the pioneers of rock and roll.
Yeah, and that's
so.
my guilty pleasure. And you know, some people get really offended when I say I love Jerry Lee Lewis.
okay.
I love it.
Alright, well, I'll leave that loop back around to the story, so I guess we can't cut that now, even with the cousin
Well, yeah.
marrying.
But anyway, before Quinton jumps in here real quick, I just wanted to ask real quick the time you guys got to play on Sunrise.
It was the Today Show,
it was
mate.
the Today Show.
The Today Show. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Today Show with Carl Stefanovic. How much did you hate that interview?
Yeah. That was literally
bad.
exactly what I was going to ask.
It was, you know,
It looked awkward.
the whole night before, I was like, just like, you know, I was like, this is fucked. Like, why the fuck are we doing this? And even before that, like, I was just like, I'm not fucking doing this. But at the same time, it was like, this is sort of like, you know, like there's an opportunity that not many bands get. And I remember being a kid and seeing fucking Short Stack on TV on the Sunrise show and being like, oh yeah, these cunts are sick. And I was like, imagine like some kid out there like my age at that time being like, oh, fucking check out this band on Sunrise, and being like, oh, you know, I didn't. Anyway, I was like, you know, I was just like, oh, this could be someone's fucking grandiose fucking rock and roll awakening or something. But I was like, I don't know. It was mostly positive. I think it was just like some cunts who were. There was just like, why the fuck would you have this fucking band on your TV show? But yeah, we rolled through Macca's on the way there and got some hash browns and some orange juices, and we had a bottle of vodka, and we were just smashing fucking vodka like
Well,
6
so this
in the
is in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, just fucking smashing it for the live thing, and they were like, if you swear, we're gonna like fucking cart you out of here and shit. And they were like, made this huge deal if we swore, and I was like, fuck, what if I swear by accident? Because I've done that heaps. And usually it hasn't mattered. But on a thing like that, it's like that really matters, and that can like get them in a lot of trouble. So I was like even more on edge after hearing that. I was like, it's going to be all my fault. I'm going to fuck everything up. And it's like, I've watched clips of that interview and I'm like, oh man, like I feel kind of bad because I feel like I'm acting like a complete cunt towards Carl Stefano.
But I think it was definitely warranted.
Yeah, but honestly, he can get fucked. But it's just shit to watch because it's like he's like sort of like trying to like relate to us, and I'm just giving him nothing. Like,
can you imagine just playing Smoko at fucking Crowbar, and all of a sudden you look at the back of the stage and there's Carl just giving us.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, you fellas need to fucking let me know when you're playing Sydney next. Like, I'm gonna be there, eh? And we were like, yeah, sweet. We were. I was like, no, I'm not talking to Carl Stefanovic. I don't know. It was like at the end of the day, like I'm kind of glad we did do it because it's like at the end of the day, like how many bands in our position can say that they've done the Today Show or even Sunrise? So it's like it's kind of funny.
Definitely a flag.
That's all right. We should probably wrap up with talking about what we've been listening to lately. That's how we like to kind of end the show. Like, what's been on your playlist? What's really getting you hype?
Yeah, what's been your most favourite band that you've listened to in the last, week?
Doesn't have to be bands.
Right.
Just music.
Yeah. Is there an artist like who's open for you that you know you'd love to plug here?
Oh, that's a good one. You should
know
know
a lot about?
Civic.
Civic have never opened for us, but Blush.
Oh no.
Blush with 2 S's opened our Queensland shows last month.
Yeah,
they're brilliant.
And they fucking awesome, man. Like, I feel like they're gonna go far. Like, they're fucking sick. But for my own personal listening, I've been blasting a lot this guy called Moto. It's like MOTO, like Masters of the Obvious. It's like a one-man band sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he does all this like shit at home by himself, but then sometimes he's playing with a band. He's got all these songs like Crystallize My Penis and stuff. Like, they're all like real silly songs, but they're really like,
all my penis get crystallized.
yeah, it's like really like beautiful like pop songwriting, but really silly lyrics. And and then there's this like sort of oi band in the UK called The Chisel. I'm fucking really into them. They put out a new song called Retaliation. It's just fucking, it's like, sounds like Sham 69 if Sham 69 were fucking really, really good.
Yeah, no.
And they got some good songs, Sham 69, but they're not really, really, really good. Like,
they're just like average, really, really good.
Yeah, they're just like really good. Like,
I know what you mean,
check out the Chisel from the UK. That's on Instagram, the Chisel UK, and they're fucking sick.
Josh?
I've been listening to the last week. Like, I've been getting into the New Cross again.
Yeah, they're sick.
They're fantastic. It's Radio Birdman after Radio Birdman. And it's
Rob Younger, yeah.
Yeah, Rob Younger, and it's fantastic. And also, I don't know, I listen to like a lot of like 50s and 60s garage sort of stuff. And I've just been listening to like a lot of Pebbles and like Nuggets sort of stuff, like Back from the Grave and all those compilation albums that came out in the early 2000s, like all the garage bands.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Back?
Oh, mate. Oh, I have a fucking...
Yeah, but these bands like do all the covers of like sort of like songs like Louie Louie and stuff. It's like the sort of like, you know, National Lampoon Animal House, you know, like something like that sort of stuff. Like you rock up to a frappe and they're playing Louie Louie and Otis Red covers and
that's cool.
You know, like that sort of stuff. Like it's.
What do you reckon is the best AC/DC song?
I like Riff Raff.
Yeah. I'm going to say something off Powerage too. I think the greatest AC/DC song is Down Payment Blues. Like, there's just so many... Like, there's, like, one riff the whole time.
I honestly don't think I can actually comment on this.
Yeah? You don't have a
You're the one
favourite
that brought it
AC/DC
up,
song?
mate.
Look, I don't have an AC/DC song that I can listen to and be like, yeah, this reminds me of childhood. I can pick three and they're equally the same song.
Because they all sound the same.
They all sound the fucking same.
They all sound the same.
But I can't say one of them is different to the other because it's just...
That's ridiculous.
It's impossible.
Mate.
Like, the lyrics are different,
but
if you want to get into it...
Down Payment Blues is the correct answer. I got myself a Cadillac, but I can't afford the gasoline.
See, look, you guys have taken the same opportunity that AC/DC did.
Yeah?
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
We're even dumber than them.
I think they've got a few more riffs.
Like, imagine what the next kids are gonna be
Doesn't
like.
matter.
It's
It's
gonna be
like-
so good.
Imagine,
It works. It's like all these, there's been people that have spent the last like 70 years trying to work out what's going to be the next big trend. They didn't fucking know what the fuck was going to happen until the chats came along.
Mate, wait till the next AC/DC comes along. Like, you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have
I always
fucking
thought
hit that
Airborne
fucking
was
level.
sort of like AC/DC for a new generation.
See, they're like,
They're too suspiciously alike. Though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
see, they're like,
That's like Greta Van Fleet.
Like, yeah,
right?
that's what I was about to
it's
say,
the
yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
I mean, it's great and all, but it's just you want them to go a little further with it. That's the thing. It's like because right now, what's popping off in pop music is that hybrid where you're taking that old, adding in the new properly, and then you've suddenly got this kind of concoction of like magic, right?
feel like this-
but rock is just not pushing that. It's the other genres and more in that hip hop space and kind of what I would call like 80s sci pop.
Yeah, there
Like,
are.
It's just not enough of it's pulling in. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of like English bands at the moment. I feel they're probably Australian bands and whatever doing this too, but like bands like fucking Black Country, New Road, and like Black Midi and Shame and shit. Like they're kind of like adding some sort of, you know, some sort of like experimental factor to the whole post-punk thing, and it's like that's cool. Like, you know,
Something there will hit and it'll become that new sound. It's just people got to keep throwing in coins in that bucket till it eventually like fills up. And it's like, that's the one that comes out as the big single, right? And then suddenly you're going to have like 100 other people copying it and now it's a new trend.
Totally,
That's fucking music.
That's it,
today anyway.
Pretty much down to a T.
For me, lately, I've been listening to a lot of Angels and Airwaves. The new album dropped. I don't know if you guys are big fans.
Yeah,
I'm a big Tom fan.
I want to be best friends with Tom so bad. It's like a life dream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like he would probably come on here if you invited him.
Well, he needs to come here because we haven't been doing these as Zooms. Because he did a podcast with an Aussie dude recently that had like not even 100 subs. I was like, what?
Wow.
How do we get Tom?
He's probably Amy Shark's mate. I know he's friends with Amy Shark.
That could be it. That would be it.
Yeah, that's who you need to go on. You get Amy Shark here, and then at the end of it, you go.
I met a guy.
And then at the end of it, you go, hey, how about Tom? You got his phone number on?
I met a guy at Laneway one time that guaranteed me that he was Amy Shark's husband.
Wow.
He probably was. I mean, like, no one else is going to.
I mean, this was like the year that she blew up, and it was a drunk guy in the mosh pit. But fuck, did I believe him until the next day? can't imagine why.
While she was playing.
Yeah, well, she was playing. He's just there. I just walked past him. He goes, hey, bro, that's my wife there. I was like, bro, that's fucking sick. And I walked off. And I was like,
he wouldn't say that.
I was like, bro, really? I was like, she's backstage.
I don't know him, but I cannot see, anyone's significant other grabbing a random audience
And just being like,
saying,
that's my wife.
You see her. I'm dirty.
Maybe he was trying to be like, that's gonna be my wife.
Just in case you got any ideas.
That's gonna be my wife.
Maybe he was on heaps of ketamine.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did look like it. We won't get into that. Don't worry about that.
But I've been listening to the new Angels Lifeforms album. It's like very synthy pop punk. It's fucking... I love it. I really, really love it. I think it's a great album. There's a few weak songs, but overall, like 8 of the 10 songs are fantastic. And there's a movie coming out with it. I don't know if you guys know, Tom DeLonge's written and directed a movie.
Of course he has.
And it's going to be... The backing track of it is Lifeforms. So I'm super excited to see what happens. And it's going to be like an 80s kind of teen movie of like a story of like Californian skateboarders. It's going to be exactly what you expect from Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
And they're chasing aliens,
You
obviously.
talking about
Yeah, it's
Local
like
Dogtown?
sci-fi
They
thing.
came out-
Almost, but there's
They came out in the
aliens.
80s, man.
So he's doing that. And then I've been listening to a lot of Tupac.
Cool.
I know.
Just Tupac and I
yeah.
just kind of... A lot of 90s gangster rap, but like
Yeah.
Tupac's really hit the spot for me lately.
In Boston, I sold... Someone left a 2-pack record in our tour van in the
Can't
US.
be mad at that.
I know, and I sold it for about $10 worth of weed on stage. I swapped it.
Oh, that's all
I
right.
was like, if anyone's got any weed, you can have this 2-pack record. And some guy fucking passed us.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But I have been listening to a lot of black metal. I don't know what it's about. I think I've been listening to a lot of the early, more atmospheric sort of stuff. It's just so dense on guitars. It creates this like wall of sound. And it's almost melodic, but it's also just like the most harsh, grating sound like you've ever heard.
Yeah.
I've still been listening to a lot of stoner metal like last time. I've been getting into bands like Caius, Josh Homme's old band before he started Queen's Stone Age, Sleep, and
Sleep is sick.
Yeah.
Sleep.
And I've
Both
been listening to a
kinds.
lot of Tired Line as well. I don't know, I've seen Tired Line like a million times, but never got hugely around their second record until I sort of saw it live. And the
Changed a lot recently, the style they play.
yeah, and in the months since, it, like the songs have been like, wow, this is like a definite like step up from their previous album, just in songwriting. You don't quite notice it at first, but there's just there's something more interesting about each and every song compared to the first album.
Yeah.
I've never
Have you
seen
listened-
Tideline live.
Have you guys ever heard of Igor? If you've been listening to black metal, Igor is interesting. It's a French outfit. It's like a 3-piece. It's like death metal and black metal had a baby with operatic music.
Yeah.
And then it goes into electronic.
Cool.
It's like this mishmash of the heaviest shit. They have a song called Camel Dance Floor. And it kind of has like this Arabia sound. And then it just kind of has a kick drum that just goes... And then it just goes...
Yeah.
Like it's check out Igor. That's been... If you want to hear a wall of noise, Igor will fucking destroy you.
See, I was never like a huge metal guy, but I've always loved like hardcore.
Yeah,
hardcore
that's
punk.
it.
And then like, so I fucking fell in love with like fucking Power Trip and like Municipal Waste and all that. You know, all the real like surface level sort of like thrash bands. But I always loved Metallica as a kid, and I was like, this is like the fucking heaviest shit. Like, this is, Fade to Black. Fuck yeah.
I'm just a slave for like bands like the Celibate Rifles and Be Suburban and like all those sort of bands that came out around then, like 6 Foot Hick and stuff as well too.
Shout out to Jeff and Ben.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff and Ben from Brisbane. Fucking 6 Foot Hick, man. Did you ever go to the shows?
Yeah,
Like
you got to check out
two
6 Foot.
frontmen. They're both brothers.
You got to look at 6 Foot Hick smoking in bed on YouTube.
Yeah, and they're just fucking wild. And it's like these two crazy fucking lead brothers with just like a massive garage rock and roll sound behind them is fantastic. And like, I'm just like, that's the sort of stuff I was growing up with. My mum always used to go and see like the Sunny Boys and Celibate Rifles and Hellman and Hitman and all those sort of bands back in the day. So.
Me and Josh saw Sunny Boys and the Celibate Rifles play at Aussie World.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And this was probably like I think like 2 months before Damo from Celibate Rifles.
He died about 2 months later, and we were fucking.
It's not funny. It's fucking sad.
Oh, yeah,
He was a fucking legend.
We're gonna go see Chad Morgan soon if you're gonna come fucking see it. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. You know Chad Morgan?
So you just proved that
The
Chad's
Shriek
cool.
from Scrubby Creek, man. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna
Chat
go.
Morgan,
You're
we're his
not-
backing band.
You're not, no, but you're not Australian unless you fucking listen to that song, I'll tell you.
I saw Keith Flint just like a month before he died when they were here with the
Yeah,
Prodigy.
yeah.
That was a heavy hit. I was like, man, I'm so glad I got to see that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, that's something I grew up with in the like early 2000s. I started to hear the Prodigy and I loved it. And then I finally saw him, and then it's like, and that's it. You'll never see that again.
Yeah. And he's like sort of one of those dudes that's like a larger force than life, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
same with
he's
like Chester, right? From Linkin
Yeah,
Park.
yeah.
That was heavy. I was in Amsterdam when that happened.
Wow.
I just landed, found out before everyone in Australia. I lit a joint, put on their new album, and had a cry.
Yeah, wow.
It was a feeling.
I would have just listened to Numb.
Well, of course.
But yeah, you know, I'm a normie, but I saw, I don't know if you guys know Gang of Four.
I love Gang of Four.
yeah.
I missed their fucking show.
So I was at that show, and I think Andy Gill died later that month.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
He was one of the first coronavirus casualties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
fuck.
saddest shit, man. And that's
Yeah.
like probably one of the greatest, what would you call them, like Britpop bands of all time.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
They started that whole like you know those bands that went on to become massive, like Block Party and Friends Ferdinand.
Yeah.
I feel like they owed everything to Gang of Four.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Wire and all those
Yeah.
sort of like, you know, but it's like, yeah, they were fucking crazy. Like he was the only original member left, and it was still such a great show.
Boo from the he's actually got that guitar that he kept smashing on the stage. He's
Really?
Fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, he's got it in his office.
Sick.
It's fantastic. It's crazy.
I'm so sad that I missed that show.
I didn't go to it. I was fucking spewing.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money. I was broke as fuck. And then
You preaching to the choir, boy.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
All right, before we end the podcast, is there anything that, you know, either of you would love to plug?
What do you guys got coming up?
Fuck, what do we have coming up?
Anything you can semi-promise?
I don't think the chats really have much coming up. I think we got a show on the 17th
Nah,
of
we
December.
record-
It's sold out though. It's sold out. So
Oh, yeah.
there's no point plugging it.
we recorded a new
tickets.
album.
We did record a new record, and that's going to be coming out next year. I think probably June-ish.
Yeah, and I think. And I
Is that
think,
exclusive?
and-
we getting an exclusive here, or
and,
I think you are. Yeah.
yeah?
And I think.
Fantastic. I love that.
And the songs are ready to go.
The songs are all ready to fucking go.
you
They're
couldn't even
they're
get a
sounding
single.
pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah,
they
I
sound-
reckon it's
there's-
not bad.
Yeah, it's fucking, you know, it's
Do
just
you have a song in mind that you know is going to fucking hit?
Oh, mate, the whole thing is fucking sick.
Struck by lightning on it?
Yeah, that's on there.
Definitely.
Is it really?
Your 6-liter GTR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
Really?
I've been trying to die for a
end your
while.
life.
Me going out on the street, fucking ticket inspector. We got heaps of shit going on.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, fucking yeah, check out the new Chats record. I think it's going to come out next year in about June-ish, and keep an eye on the unknowns.
Yeah, the unknown.
And look, if you're requesting us, they'll come play at your local.
Yeah.
No matter
hit us
where
up.
you are.
Yeah,
And if
give us
not,
an email. Email us at thechat69@gmail.com, and I'll reply to as many emails as I can
And
today.
if you don't get back to us, it's okay. Like if you get back to us and you don't want to pay the money, it's
They're gonna
fair
come
enough.
anyway.
Because
Fuck
we
you.
only asked for $1 million. But if one of our B grade,
It's a very conservative estimate.
We can play one of our B grade bands that will come and fill the quota. if you wanna
Exactly.
come and-
Keep an eye on the unknowns.
Is that just Wonderwall on repeat for 4 hours?
Yeah, pretty much.
But we keep
GCG, let's get it done.
we keep changing the capo.
Yeah.
We keep an eye on the unknowns and Head Lice and Rick and the Sickos and Bargain Bin Records and check it all out.
The track list,
Club ending.
basically 1 to 10, you're just going 1 fret down each song.
Yeah. We go like fucking D flat, D, C flat, C.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, we'd like to
All
say
of them.
thank you to Jed, Quinton, and Yosef for having us on the OnlyBands podcast. It's been a very nice time.
All right, we do have one last question. Will you ever write a song about Scott Morrison shitting his pants at Macca's?
Oh,
Hundreds, wasn't it? Or was it
the thing is, it's like it's already that much of a meme of sorts that it's like it's not an original idea. You know,
I feel like Brown Cardigan captured that quite
exactly.
well.
You know, it's like a Brown Cardigan song. You know.
Can I just suggest a situation where you could have the upper hand?
Yep.
You write a really cool song about being on the OnlyBands podcast.
Oh, okay. That kind of seems like a bit of publicity for you guys. Like,
I had a shit time.
I'm thinking
On the OnlyBands podcast.
This is gonna cost you.
They trapped me there, in their room.
I'm thinking a 20-second jingle for our intro, right?
All right, give me your guitar and I'll fucking do it.
I do have a guitar.
There's a bunch of them out there.
Go and get it.
This will be part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Kids
We'll
go.
plug this in at the very
Aussie
start.
best tonight.
No, it'll be like.
Wait, so you need a guitar and a bass or two guitars? What do you want?
They get two guitars,
Two guitars.
and it'll be something like. So throw up your hands. It's only bands.
Do I have your permission to use this as the intro and outro for the podcast?
Yeah. Look, if we make it good,
Absolutely.
Alright.
No.
Oh, it's a secret.
I got it without that.
we might have to tune the guns.
We're talking to some blokes, we're having some jokes, having a drink.